Good evening, and welcome to the August 6th meeting of the Pittsburgh Agricultural Commission. I now call this meeting to order. Please be advised that FATV is conducting an audio and video recording of this meeting for public broadcast. I ask that anyone in the audience who is recording this meeting to please identify themselves for the record now by standing and stating their name and address. At this time, I ask that all electronic devices be placed into silent mode. So we'll do a roll call attendance. James? Myself, I'm here. Shannon? Here. Dominic?
Dominic Agapino, present.
Yeah. And Ingrid? Here. Okay. Can we note that down? Okay. You're good? Good. Okay. First agenda item, revision of official webpage to include right to farm, state law, and city bylaw. So we have a two-page document. Yeah, I have the revision here.
Yeah, I've got it too. You want to perhaps push through there? You want me to explain it a little bit?
Oh, we'll give them a minute to look at it and then explain it. Does anybody have any questions? Janet can answer any questions, or maybe just fill us in on the document that you wrote.
So the right to farm is in state law and in the city of Fitchburg's bylaw. There's basically just an explanation of why the Ag Commission thinks it's important to let the public know about the right to farm. And also on the first page is two statutes, Mass General Laws Chapter 128, which defines farming, and Mass General Laws Chapter 48, which is a zoning statute which relates to how farming activities are to some extent exempt from zoning. The bylaw, Fitchburg's bylaw states basically that the city encourages farming. It defines farming and agriculture the same way that the state law does. That's Chapter 128. And those activities will be allowed. Basically, the law is meant to encourage farmers to pursue farming and not be having to be worried about the complaints of neighbors about smells and sounds that are associated with farming. So they don't get sued for nuisance because they have a rooster crowing in a farming area, or because they're spreading manure and it's stinky. So the upshot is, if you move into a rural area where there is farming and that area exists in the northern part of the city, then you have to put up with farming and all of its guises. So we have decided, or we will decide, I hope today, to post this to let people know that there is a right to farm, both statewide and in Fitchburg.
So is there a motion to post this to the city website?
I motion that we post it to the city website.
Is there a second?
1 second.
All those in favor? It's unanimous. So that'll be probably on the website in, I'd say maybe 2 weeks or so. There might be a little delay getting that up. So next item on our agenda is,
Quickly, is that something you want me to do? Secretary role or I haven't done it yet. I haven't done it in the past.
yeah, I have an appointment with IT for training for that. And if you want to join, we can talk about that.
Okay, great. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
So next item is update on opportunities with growing places. Jill, you have some news that,
Yeah, Ingrid and I met 2 weeks ago with Ann Nagel from Growing Places. Very excited about the possibilities of things that we can do together. For you, those of you who don't know what Growing Places is, they're located in Leominster, but they work with Fitchburg and Gardner and Westminster. And they are in the process of creating a co-op called Local Food Works that will take smaller farms, puts all their produce together to sell to households, also institutions such as schools, hospitals, restaurants. The one thing that is very beneficial to us, I believe, is their contacts and their partnerships, and they are really, really good at writing grants. So whether we ever able to do anything with them, it's still a great partnership where we can support them. They can support us. They will be working with the schools this year. They just got a big farm to school grant. So they'll be working with Fitchburg for the next 2 years, actually. So I think it's very important that all of us work together to get what we need to get done. So I'm very excited about being able to work with them. Anybody have any specific questions? Ingrid, did you have anything to add?
Just that we'd like to help Fitchburg schools achieve some goals they might not have thought of with our input, because I have ideas, and I've had them for a long time, and it would be good to take them from them.
A lot of exciting things happen.
Essentially, they just get local foods to local.
Yeah, pretty much. They're also opening a processing center in Gardner because a lot of people don't know what to do with the food. And, you know, I've talked at length with them about schools. There's a problem with getting a case of zucchini in. It's very labor intensive. So if there's something they can do to help the schools out, so that comes in a form that they can utilize, like to peel carrots and cut them up and cook them. You can't do it. You don't have the labor. The cost is high because the labor is high. So I'm really excited about some of the things that they're going to be doing at the processing center, and processing in the sense that they're going to take it from whole and put it into a different item. Some of the things they've thrown around, broccoli, coleslaw. I've seen them do some stuff with asparagus. The plan is in the future to do have some input into recipes and such. I believe we just got a letter from them too. I know I got one personally. And did you get the letter, Janet? Or did I got an email?
the survey, speaking of,
the email as well.
yeah, and I asked the city if they could post that on their Facebook page so we can get out there.
Yeah.
That's.
It's I think, you know, Growing Places started out as a gardening nonprofit where they were trying to get gardens. And Sally, you probably remember from back when we put all the gardens in every single school, and not one of them is being utilized that I'm aware of. So the problem with that stuff is with gardeners, when they lose a passion, kind of goes away. So this is a different way of getting the local food into the schools which right now is very important in the state. So there are different bills and stuff out there for extra money to buy local and to be able to support the community by buying food that we're going to serve in our schools. It's just, I think it's really great. And it's a great fit to be a partnership.
My part of that was also to get the kids outside, either in an after-school program or as part of a curriculum. It wouldn't have to be, every single week, but collaborating with the science teachers, the art teachers, the history teachers, walking around anywhere outside. There you can define a curriculum around nature and where your food comes from and where everything else is coming from. What native plants do we have here? How many things have gotten shipped in, by accident from other countries, even in the old days, came as ballast, and now they're here and we see them every day. There's history there. I'm rambling.
So does Growing Places do educational stuff like that already, or are they strictly the food network that you're talking about?
So they do a little bit of educational, but Ian made it very clear that that's something we cannot depend on them for.
Okay.
Because they have so many balls in the air right now. We had, and by we, I mean the school district had a grant that they helped with last year. And actually it started the year before with Rheingold Elementary. And there was a strong interest there by one of the teachers to start growing things. And so the grant bought a lot of growing towers and a lot of supplies for plants. Almost all the teachers and all the offices have plants growing in them. And they did put it in a fenced-in area with a couple of garden beds. This is one of the issues when you're selling to an institution is you have to be able to make sure that that food is clean. So you can't worry about who might have got in there. You have to be able to trace it back. So those are all things that Growing Places hopefully will be able to help with. I know they're already approved by the Mass Department of Education to sell to schools. So it's just, it's all of us working together because that's how we're going to get things done. And Growing Places, like I said, they are extremely good at writing grants. So whether or not it's anything we can use, but I think Ann was already talking about grants that she thought we might be able to utilize. So, and they're really excited about working with us to have the support from both groups.
Yeah. So you have to be continued, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Next steps.
All right. So let's move on to the meeting minutes. Everybody have a copy of the minutes for, we'll go over the regular meeting minutes from June 4th. You know that.
Right here, James.
Here, you did your books on. Dominic, we don't know what time we finish the executive session, but if I have that time, should we conclude that?
In the executive session.
And then the executive session, then a question.
Yeah, it's in the executive session.
It is, okay, yeah, gotcha.
You want me to pull it to the end of this one as well?
Um, I mean, we do it, we have to be consistent, right?
I mean, I already think that.
Yeah, okay. I don't think the executive session minutes get posted to the public. No.
Right, until we.
Until we release them and all that, yeah. So maybe it doesn't matter. Do you have any questions or comments about the June 6th regular meeting minutes? So is there a motion to post them?
I'll make a motion to post the meeting.
Approve them first with a vote to approve them?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right, so motion to approve the minutes.
Yes.
Is there a second to approve the minutes?
Second.
All those in favor? All right, so unanimously approved. So that's something to understand that we're posting it there, right? Yeah. So the other minutes that I sent out this afternoon to the commission was a special meeting on May 21st. There was only one item on the agenda. It was to review an open meeting law complaint. And there were 3 of us who attended. Did anyone see that? So any questions, comments? No. Okay. So anybody have a motion to approve it?
I motion we approve the minutes from,
Special meeting on May 21st,
special meeting on the 21st.
2024, yeah.
Wonderful.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, all those in favor? Aye. All right, unanimously approved. Yeah. So let me know when you're good, Dominic. Good. You're good? Okay, so now move into executive session. The purpose of considering the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property at the detriment or effect on the litigating position and not return to open session upon conclusion. Councilor Cragen, if you would like to join us, you can feel free.
Oh, okay, sure.
Need a roll call vote. A roll call vote, yes. Is there a motion?
So moved.
All right, all those in favor? Favor, unanimous.
Sure.
Roll call vote for executive session.
Yes.
If that was all in favor.
All in favor, yeah.
You have to name off everyone, have them vote individually.
Okay, so James? In favor of the executive session?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in favor. Chairman Halsted. Dominic?
Agapino in favor.
Jill Lucius in favor.
Even dealing with very.
All right. Public session is adjourned.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming.